What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are doing week 9 predictions for the 2016 to 2017 NFL season. Last week I went 8-4-1 with another tie this week. I don't think I've ever been alive for a time that two games came out in a tie in 1 year. I think the last time that happened was 97. I don't know the stats. I think I heard it on TV before, but I think it's like 1997. I was born in 1997, so who knows when that could happen. But anyway, yeah, I went 8-4-1. That brings me to a 73-45-2 record straight up. That brings me to a 62% accuracy. Finally got out of the 61s, but hoping I can get better. Against the spread, I went 5-8. I went 5 in a row in wins, and then 8 in a row in losses against the spread. So I was extremely confident when I was counting up my against the spread picks. I'm like, wow, 5-0, and then I was like, L, 8 L's in a row. So I went 5-8 in. Against the spread picks. That brings me to a 58-61-1 record against the spread. Not looking too good against the spread, but straight up, I think I'm getting back up to my mark. I'm trying to hit. I'll be happy with anything above 65%. I'll be satisfied, but 70 to 75, it seems like a long shot now, but I think I can do it. So let's start off with Thursday night football. Thursday night football, Falcons at the Buccaneers. I am going to lock the Falcons here. I believe the Buccaneers beat them early on in the year. Yes, the Buccaneers did beat the Falcons early on in the year. That was week 1. But I think just like the situation with the Cowboys versus the Giants, I think the Buccaneers just played the Falcons before the Falcons really got their thing going. Just like the Giants, the only loss the Cowboys have was a 1-point loss to the Giants, and you know that the Dallas Cowboys right now are looking like the favorite in the NFC East, and they haven't played the same since they lost to the Giants week 1. So I think the Falcons are going to steamroll the Buccaneers here. I don't think the Buccaneers are ready. They just lost to Oakland, a very, very disappointing loss, heartbreaking loss. I watched this game and I was just like, wow. That was supposed to be a tackle, and it wound up being a touchdown. 41 yards. But anyway, I'm going to lock the Falcons here. My first lock of the week. I'll take Atlanta -4. 34-20 is my final score. Eagles at the Giants. I do not understand why the Giants are favored here. I know the Giants are just coming off the bye, but it seems like a trend this year that teams that come off the bye usually lose. So... And I don't think I've seen anything. I mean, the Eagles choked last week. They really choked. They had the game in the bag in the fourth quarter, 23-13. They could have ran the ball and got the win there. So against a very good Dallas team, I don't think the Giants are ready for this kind of Eagles team yet. You guys, I know the Giants Mafia is watching this right now. Guys, I'm not hating on the Giants right now. I'm just being an analyst right now. And I just don't see how the Giants could pull this one off against the Eagles. It doesn't matter if the Eagles were the if they didn't even have a win yet. Somehow they find a way to embarrass the Giants, and I say that's going to happen here. I don't think the Giants are ready yet. I still don't think our offense is clicking the way it should be. We had a little flash against the Ravens, but I'm not seeing it yet. And our defense really needs to play better than it's ever been facing the Eagles, because for some reason that team has our number. So the Eagles, I'll take in an upset, not my upset pick of the week, but in an upset, take Philadelphia +2.5. Eagles 31, Giants 17. Steelers at the Ravens. I'm not sure if Ben Roethlisberger is playing this game. I know he has a torn meniscus, and you're not supposed to be playing this game, but it's Ben Roethlisberger we're talking about. He is a game changer, but I still think the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to win either way. I think they're much more of a talented team, and they have some injuries on there, but the Ravens are really beat up right now as far as injuries and talent. So, especially in that secondary, their secondary is really beat up. So, I'm going to take the Steelers in a pick'em game, low-scoring game, 21-17. Moving on, Cowboys at the Browns. I would love the Browns to get their first win against the Cowboys, just somehow, some way, please, please. But that's not gonna happen here. I'm gonna take the Dallas Cowboys -7, 30-10, in a blowout win. The Browns will go 0-9. They need a bye week. They need a bye week. But Jaguars at the Chiefs. I just got news that Nick Foles is starting this game. I guess Alex Smith is not healthy enough to play after being evaluated and going to the locker room twice in one game last week against the Indianapolis Colts. And he still came out with the win, but I think the Chiefs are just taking, safe precautions here and just letting Nick Foles start. Nick Foles is still a good quarterback. This is the quarterback that went 27-2. His touchdown to interception count in the year 2013 when he filled in for Michael Vick, and he didn't even play a full 16 games, mind you. So let's say Nick Foles comes back, that the Chiefs can be a really dangerous team and could take the top off like Alex Smith can't. I don't think Alex Smith is a real big playmaker. I just think he's a really good game manager. But as far as deep balls as well, Nick Foles isn't much better, but Alex Smith really can't throw the deep ball. So anyway, moving on, the Chiefs will win this one. Take the Chiefs -7.5. 26-13 is my final score. Jets at the Dolphins. Both these teams are trash, but the Dolphins have been looking really good. Jay Ajayi coming off, I think, a bye week. He's coming off a bye week, I believe. I don't think the Dolphins played last week. I think they're coming off the bye, and I'll check. Yes, the Miami Dolphins are coming off the bye. They have fresh legs. Jay Ajayi has fresh legs now after running for over 400 yards in 2 games. This guy's running like he's in college or something, looking like Dalvin Cook. But Jay Ajayi out of Boise State. Go Boise Broncos. Go blue. So, I think with the Dolphins' newfound running back, the Dolphins are gonna win this game. Not a big win because both these games that the Dolphins played against the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Bills, in which they beat them and Jay Ajayi ran over 200 yards in both those games, the game was still kind of close. There wasn't any blowout leads or anything. I know the Dolphins won 30-15, but it was still a closer game than it looked. Because the Pittsburgh Steelers could have came back at any moment in time. So I'm going to take the Dolphins in a close game. I'll take the Jets with the points, +3.5. I'll take the Jets. I'll take the Dolphins 24-21. Moving on, my upset pick of the week. Who knows? This may be a 7-0-2 call. The Vikings just lost their second game straight, and there's going to be a lot of attention towards the Lions. Everybody's going to be picking the Lions and watch the Vikings win, and by even a point. But I'm still going to take this as my upset pick of the week. I'll take the risk. So I'll take Detroit +6. 23-17 is my final score. I really like Matt Stafford. He's having such an excellent year. This guy is third in passer rating this year, and he's looking very well without Calvin Johnson. It doesn't seem like he misses him at all. But it's Calvin Johnson. He could use them, but I think he's found a lot of more weapons here. My second lock of the week: Panthers at the Rams. I'm gonna say Carolina -3. Not much to say about this game. I know Carolina just got their second win, but I still think they're gonna. I still think they're a really good offensive team. They still score a lot of points in the games they lose. Look at the game against the Saints, for example. They scored like 38 points there. They still lost. So their defense really sucks this year, and it sucks for the Panthers offense. But I'll take the Panthers 38-14. Carolina -3. Saints at the 49ers. I think the Saints are going to come back here and win. I can't believe they beat the Seahawks. Their defense played very well, beat the Seahawks. I said they carry it on the road here at San Francisco. So I'll take the Saints 27-16. Take New Orleans -3.5. I don't think Colin Kaepernick is still ready to lead that terrible team. I still think Colin Kaepernick's is a playmaking quarterback, but I just don't think he has the quarterback attributes. So yeah, especially his accuracy. His accuracy is terrible. Titans at the Chargers. You know what? I'm gonna take the Chargers here. Just spoiler alert for you guys. But I think the Titans could win this game. The Titans have a chance at winning this game. I think they figured things out on offense, and that's something they really need to do. As far as defensively, their pass rush and run stopping is there. Their secondary has been struggling, but it has been picking up the slack as of late. So, every game I watch the Titans play, they seem to be more and more getting balanced in places that they needed help in. They're up there like top 5 in rushing. They got DeMarco Murray, who's top 3 rushing leader in the NFL right now. Marcus Mariota is a really good coach. He's another playmaking quarterback I really like, and he's going to be an elite quarterback one day. So there's no doubt in my mind that the Titans can win this game. But looking like it's an away game here, who knows what happens? The Chargers are coming off a very terrible loss against the Denver Broncos. I mean, picks everywhere from both sides of the field. But I'm still going to take the Chargers here to come back and win this game. 26-22. I'll take Tennessee +5 though. And my third and final lock of the week, Colts at the Packers. Man, in this game, I would have, 2 years ago, I would have made this the game of the week. But the Colts are really looking bad right now. The Packers aren't looking very well right now. So I mean, the Packers are really having a good year, but to their standards, they're really having a bad year. They're supposed to be blowing teams out, but they're not, and they're barely squeaking out wins, scoring low amount of points, and it's sad. But the Colts at the Packers, I'm gonna lock the Packers to come back and win here. Finally get a streak going. They just lost by 1 point, a heartbreaker against the Atlanta Falcons. So I say they win this game at home, 28-24. I'll take Indianapolis +7.5, but I'll take Packers to win. The Broncos at the Raiders. This is my game of the week. This should be a great game to watch. The Raiders are facing the most talented team they have faced this year. We're finally going to see what their 6-2 record really means. They're playing a home game. They don't play as well as they do at home, but they don't play as well as they do on the road. But this should be a great game, great rivalry game. Ever since Derek Carr got here, both the Raiders and the Broncos, these games have been really close, but the Raiders haven't been able to pull off every single game. But I think, the Broncos are going to pull this one off. I know everything I say about Trevor Siemian and stuff like that, how much I dislike him as a quarterback, but I think the Broncos defense will do enough to keep the Raiders offense from scoring too many points. So I'll take the Broncos in a pick'em game, 17-16. The Raiders can win this game, but I think it's time for them to lose. They're 6-2 right now. They've been on a good streak. And I'm not a Raiders hater at all. Trust me, I really want them to make the playoffs, but you're not going to win them all. Let's just say that. So I think the Raiders will lose one here. I think they're due for a loss here, to be fair. Okay, 17-16, my final prediction. I'm gonna get this going quick because my camera's about to shut off. Bills at the Seahawks. The Seahawks are really looking bad right now. They just lost to the Saints. Their offense isn't looking good right now, so I'm just going to stick with the Seahawks still, but a low-scoring game. 20-13 is my final score. I'll take Seattle I'll take Buffalo +7.5. No, +7. So that's my picks, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.